Are you struggling with your weight or body composition after breast cancer and feel like nothing is working? You're not alone. Losing weight and improving your body composition can be even more challenging after a breast cancer diagnosis, especially if you've gone through menopause. After breast cancer treatment, many people gain weight and find it challenging to lose it. They also feel like their body puts on fat in different areas than before their cancer diagnosis. This can happen because chemotherapy and hormone therapy medicines can reduce the amount of muscle you have. When you have less muscle, your metabolism slows down and you burn calories more slowly. Well, muscle loss happens to all of us as we age. For people who have gone through cancer, particularly breast cancer, they lose muscle mass much more rapidly. Research shows the amount of muscle lost in the first year after a cancer diagnosis is about the same amount you lose during 10 years of natural aging. Limited mobility after surgery, fatigue, and depression can also lead to weight gain. The good news is that any amount of exercise can help improve your well-being and assist with weight loss. Through my work with people with breast cancer, I've learned that gaining muscle is crucial for making changes to your body composition. We're often told burning calories is the goal of exercise, but exercising to gain muscle is extremely important because this helps boost your metabolism 24/7 and, along with a healthy diet, will help you lose weight. Today's workout is all about strength training, so you'll need something to lift, like weights, soup cans, or water bottles. You can also use bands if you have these available. The workout today will be longer sets of movement. We'll set a timer for 1 minute, and when that timer goes off, we'll move as quickly as we can into the next exercise. We'll do these exercises for 2 full rounds. Let's get started. All right, for today's strength building workout, remember you're gonna need a set of something weighted. So I'm gonna be demonstrating this with dumbbells, but you can grab soup cans or whatever you have around your house. We wanna make this exercise, each exercise, challenging. However, remember, we have 1 full minute, so it's likely that we're gonna need to actually take a break and come back in. So we are gonna do 6 exercises to cover full body, including core. These are lunges, which we will do step back lunges today. We'll do a bicep curl with a shoulder press overhead, getting the arms and the shoulders. We'll do an exercise called an inchworm, where we actually walk out into a plank. I'll show several modifications for that. And we're gonna be showing a push-up on our knees on our mat, adding rotation. Feel free to grab a bench or a chair if you wanna use this in an elevated position. We'll be doing a wide squat for the inner thighs, the outer thighs, and the booty. And then of course, we don't wanna miss the abs, so we'll be sitting on the floor into a V-sit position. So as we start the timer for 1 minute, we're just gonna start moving. I want you to think about a minute being a really long time. You'll get at least 15 repetitions of every movement. So go slow, focus on form. If you need to pause, just go ahead and pause, set your weights down, and then come right back in. We will do each movement twice, so 2 full circuits, 12 minutes. Do the best that you can to push yourself, but make sure that you focus on your form first. All right, I'm grabbing my weights. Let's get started. All right, so we're starting with alternating reverse lunges. We're stepping back, dropping that back knee down, and then stepping together. As you lunge, I want you to think about 90-degree bend in the knees, stepping right back with in alignment with the hips. We don't want to go too narrow. If you're feeling any balance challenges, drop 1 weight, go by a wall or a chair, or just do this purely with body weight. Lunges are a great exercise. Use all of the muscles in the legs. All right, we're halfway through. We want to go in a nice, even tempo. We have about 15 seconds left. Should be feeling a little bit of burning in those legs. You can pick up the tempo. Slow down if you need to. Good. And rest. All right, we're moving right into the arm curl shoulder press. If you need to exchange weights, go right ahead. If not, let's go ahead and get going with an arm curl. Flipping our palms 90 degrees, palms forward, and pressing overhead, full extension.
And then we're just gonna return in that movement. Another option you can do is turn your palms facing in. If you're feeling those shoulders are really tight, really want to focus on full extension, both arms straight at the bottom and arms straight at the top. Make sure you keep your core engaged. Pull that belly button in. Big exhale at the top. Good work, everybody. Start feeling those shoulders get just a little bit tired. Nice. And rest. Okay, this next exercise is called an inchworm. So I'm gonna set my weights out of the way. I'm gonna step back and take nice wide feet. I'm gonna squat down to the floor, walking my hands out and moving into a plank position, stacking shoulders over hands, driving my hips back to my feet and pressing back. Returning at the bottom of the squat. It all the way up. That's one inchworm. So if you're not too sure about getting to the full plank position, you can do what I call baby inch, keeping your knees bent and going out about halfway. You can also pause by coming down to your knees and then backing up into that squat position. It helps to have nice wide legs. This is a great full body exercise. Definitely prioritizes emphasis on the core and upper body, which is tired after that last exercise. Good work, everybody. 5 seconds left, so let's start my little inchworm. Good, and relax. All right, the next exercise is a push-up with rotation. So I'm gonna do this on my knees with a nice straight core. Elbows are pulled in, so my hands are right under my shoulders. I'm gonna come down to a push-up, and as I extend up, I'm gonna open up, reaching my arm to a side rotation. Good, coming back down, and back up, it's side rotation. Notice my top leg is kicking out like a kickstand. You can do that, or you can also lift it up. If you're new to push-ups, you only have to go down as far as you feel comfortable with good form. You don't have to go all the way down like I'm demonstrating today. Sometimes it takes us a while. Good work, everybody. Almost there. Definitely feeling those muscles. Keep going. Good work. Whew, that's a long minute in transition. All right, we're giving those arms a break. We're gonna do a wide squat. I'm going back to my weights, picking them back up, stepping into a wide position. My toes are pointed out at 45 degrees, my weights are in the center. Squatting down and back up. You can also do this with one weight or body weight. This is a nice wide position called a sumo squat. Good. Make sure that you're looking forward and not down. You always want to have nice, tall, upright posture. All right, we've got 15 seconds left. If you need to pause, just pause at the top and then come right back in. Got it, everybody. Moving to our abs. Whew. And relax. All right, this is a V-sit position. So sitting down on my tush, my knees are bent at 90 degrees, and I'm sitting nice and tall, holding kind of that nice isometric position. You have tons of options here. You can pick up one leg, you can pick up both legs, you can pick up your arms, or you can just sit right here. You can even put your hands on your thighs. Most important, nice tall position, head to tush, sitting up straight. Feel free to grab a weight if you want to. Hold that isometric position. All right, catch your breath. This is the end of row one, and we'll go back to the top. Good work, everybody. Keep breathing. Nice. Keep holding. All those abs shaking out. Nice job. And transition. All right, we're going back to the lunges. So take an extra moment if you need to. Grab those weights, standing up, getting your feet in position. And as soon as you're ready, we're stepping right back into those alternating reverse lunges. So you may notice that these got a little bit easier from the last round as your hips might have loosened up, or they got harder if your legs got a little tired. So just make an adjustment. The goal is to work through the round as many reps as you can, finding an intensity that's challenging but not too difficult. Everybody, 10 seconds, see if you can get a couple more in. Woo. Good, and rest. Okay, back to those arms, right into that bicep curl and press. Remember, you can switch weights if you need to. If you're having a hard time getting those arms up to straight, I encourage you to think about putting your palms in right against your ears, always keeping your core nice and tall. Need a little more break in those arms? You can also do one side at a time, giving that other arm just a little bit longer to rest, or you can push both of them together, making this your own workout. Come on, everybody, just 20 seconds. Got it. Excellent job. All right, weights off to the side. So this is that inchworm exercise. I'm gonna take my feet just a little bit more narrow on this set to demonstrate. Coming down, touching the floor, then walking arm into a plank position, stacking shoulders right above wrists, and then pushing back and standing all the way up to straight. Remember, if you need to, especially in these rounds, pause. You can drop down to your knees, give yourself a pause, and then push back to a standing position. Even if you only get one inchworm in, that makes it a successful round. You got it at 10 seconds. See if you can work this full round. Nice job. All right, last time is that push-up rotation. So remember, I'm stacking my arms right at shoulder width apart, not too wide. Elbows are coming in, looking for a straight line from my head right down to my knees, dipping my chest down. And as I come up, I'm kicking my leg open, opening up for that side rotation. If your arms are getting really tired and you're having a hard time doing push-ups, you can simply take those out. You can just do the side rotations if you want to, or you can pause and then come back in just as quickly as you can. Even a baby push-up still counts. Come on, everybody, just a few seconds left. Nice job. Perfect. All right, we're on to that sumo squat. So we're basically done with upper body. We just have lower body left. So nice wide legs. Want to point those toes out 45 degrees away to the center. You got wide legs, push the knees out, dropping my hips down, even standing up. You know you're pushing yourself when sumo squats feel easy after all of those other movements. 30 seconds, everybody. Great job. Just 10 seconds. All we have left is abs. You got it. Good work, one more. Nice job. All right, last minute, I'm gonna move those weights, get into that V position, checking my posture first. I'm gonna actually put my hands on the ground first because I'm gonna work on lifting up those legs. Now, if your heart rate's up, take a moment, slow your heart rate down. So I'm gonna look at both feet elevated. Sometimes this is really hard in my legs, especially for the squats. So you can cross those ankles, make it a little easier in the thighs, a little harder on the abs. Just 30 seconds left. That's all we have to do. Almost there. All right, it's last 15 seconds. See if you can push yourself just a little bit. Pick up one hand or both. Settle light down if you need to. Almost there. And rest. Whew. Great job, everybody. You should definitely feel full body muscle shakes after that workout. So make sure that you get hydrated, have a healthy snack, take a few extra minutes to cool down, something like a walk or stretching, whatever feels right to you in this moment. If you want to come back and do one more round of this exercise series, you can. However, 2 sets of full body is a great way to build muscle, increase your metabolism, and help you lose weight and feel healthy overall. We'll see you next time.